Is it my turn now? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If everybody can hear me, clap once. And if you're having a great Maker Faire, clap twice. Well, my name is Nicolas Huchet. I'm from Rennes in the west of France. I live in Brittany, and my project is about making an upper limb prosthetic for hand amputees. Well, force doesn't come from muscles. It comes from mutual assistance. And I believe in this because I don't have the shape of Sylvester Stallone. When I mention you 2012, what do you think about 2012? Do you remember 2012? 2012 was the year of change. Everything had to change. We had the presidential elections in America, in Russia, in France. The world was, the change is now. We are still waiting for that change. 2012 was as well the inversion of poles, the end of the Maya calendar, the end of the world. 2012 was supposed to be a big change. Well, in my point of view, 2012, I was really waiting for a change because my life I wasn't quite happy with my life. I had no job. I was still crying for the girl who left me. I didn't have a sociable life, and I had the big blues. Okay, so I was really waiting for the change. I was asking myself a lot of questions. What am I supposed to be here? Why am I here? Why am I alive? What is my place on earth? I was asking myself too many questions. I didn't really know what was the point of life. And I was feeling different because 12 years ago I had an accident at work, and since I'm using a myoprosthesis. It's a hand that I can control with my muscles, and it allows me to grab objects. And at this time in 2012, I discovered there was new myoprosthesis on the market, like this one. Very high-tech prosthesis, but the social welfare wouldn't take care of it. So I was really frustrated of not being able to afford this. But at the same time, I was lucky enough to have this. So I was frustrated because it was too unfair that I couldn't have the best prosthesis, but at the same time, I felt lucky to be in France and with healthcare. Anyway, October 2012, I'm walking down the street and I see a room with lights. There is a lot of people. I just go there, it's a free entrance, and I see people with lots of machines. I didn't know what was this about. It looked like science fiction. It was 3D printers. I was at this time frustrated about science fiction, about movies like Terminator and all the robots who have crazy robotic hands. So I just went to see the people and I asked them, okay, is it possible to make a robotic hand? They just said, yeah, sure. So I was, okay, well, the thing is, I have a prosthesis hand, and when they saw, usually when people see my disability, they ask me what happened, what kind of accident, etc. But these guys just said, wow, this is great. How is this working? Wow, tell us about it. So yeah, for sure we can make a robotic hand. We just go onto Thingiverse, we can download a hand, we can use Arduino, it's all open source, and we can make a cheap robotic hand. I didn't know anything about this world, about makers, about 3D printers. I didn't understand the world. And it showed me, but it felt to me something very strong. I was suddenly feeling that my disability could make a sense to my life because I was able to do something with it. that could change my life and people's life. So I came back home, turned the computer on, and looked on to Thingiverse, all the free stuff about it. Comment on change? And I saw this video. This is what I saw. So this is a sculpture, and he made a hand. He actually made a fully sized robotic robot, 3D printable and free to download on internet. It's called InMove. It's an InMove project. And I saw this video and I saw him moving the fingers with his keyboard. And I thought, well, if he can do it with the keyboard, I can probably do it with my muscles, the same way I use my ear prosthesis. So I wrote to him and I got an answer. So I was very surprised from an engineer or maybe a genius to reply to me. And I started to do him and so on. So what's next?
Yeah.
Attends. Anyway, a few months later, I met the people from the Fab Lab, and they didn't forget about me. They just said, they knew me. They actually knew me. They said, yeah, this is the guy who wants to make a robotic hand. And they actually made one in the last 5 months. We were together between the time we didn't see each other. And I said, yeah, but this is the hand I want, the InMove hand. I just show you. They said, okay. So in February 2013, we started a project that we called BionicoHand, because it's a bionic arm, and my name is Nicolas. And from that point, there was something very interesting happening. Everybody was working onto a network. The Fab Lab was printing a hand. They were using muscle sensors from America. They were working on a network with Brazilian people. Everybody was working together. And in June, last June, we actually presented this hand to the first numeric party in my town. And there was the people of Maker Faire Rome. And they saw that, and they said, okay, we just invite you to Rome. And I said, okay, what is a Maker Faire? Yeah, Maker Faire is where the makers meet, and geeks and everything, and everybody. I just, okay, let's go. So in October, we went there, and we presented the project. So this is this one. So this is how it works. This is how it works, BionicoHand. So you have muscle sensors, and when you contract your muscle, the board will control it and give the information to the hand to close. And when you contract the other side of your hand, it will just open it. I was there and met the people, Italian people, and they were asking, yeah, che cosa? Protesi per mano, costruita con una stampa in 3D. Sì. Well, and there was the people of the Geek Picnic Festival, the same kind of event, but in Russia. They said, yeah, do you want to come? Yeah, sure, why not? So last January, we went to Russia, and we did the same thing. I checked maybe 1,000 hands and said, Ruka protez diam s pomощью printera 3D. And now, here I am, in the Maker Faire in San Mateo, to say that this is a bionic prosthetic arm made with a 3D printer, an Arduino board, muscular sensors, and made with $200.
Bravo!
Thank you very much.
And it's a long way.
So, do you have any questions? It's okay. So this was yesterday, and today here I am. But what we want about this project is to make it low cost for emerging countries, because in many countries, people can't afford that stuff. Even in United States, this is not taken in charge. This can move, you know. Est-ce que tu peux toucher les capteurs de main?
Just good.
So there is definitely something happening today now about medical devices and 3D printing industry. Over there is what I call the arm hand neighborhood. There is three organizations. There is Not Impossible Labs. You might have heard of them. They went to South Sudan. They imprinted mechanic body-powered hand for the people. They went there and left the 3D printers. They trained the people how to use it. There is Enable. John, we made a
Hello.
community about hand for children in United States and for everyone. This prosthesis cost how much? $20, $40? They're free, even better. And there is the guys,
Yeah, he's
Carlos,
here.
and the University of
Hello.
Guatemala.
Yes, from Guatemala. Thank you.
They're doing a very great job at school. Their students, they made a body-powered hand, myoelectric prosthesis, and it's the same idea to work in a network and make prosthesis affordable. And this is the whole point of this. Today we are in 2014, and we can buy Coca-Cola everywhere in the world. We can buy iPad in a lot of places in the world, but health should be accessible to anyone in the world. And this is tomorrow. And this depends of everybody. So that's the thing. What we want about this project is to create a network, a community from the higher ground with the makers and the people in need. This is the only way it can happen. If I stay in my garage or at the Fab Lab making a hand prosthetic, I might make this hand robot, but what I want to make, it's something robust that people want to use. So I decided to get in touch with the higher ground. I was there this week. You might have heard. So on this picture, there is three robotic hands. The total cost of these three hands is, any guess? Come on, give me a guess.
Free water for the one who guess.
Oh,
A margarita for the closer one.
How did you say?
100,000.
100,000.
No.
1,000. Okay, I think it's a bit more. Okay, just to give you a tip, this is a DARPA project, Johns Hopkins University. Okay. So it's not 1,000, definitely not. Any guess? More, come on. I'm some millions dollars, yeah.
How much did you say?
2.4.
Oh, go up.
Okay, so the total cost of these three hands is about 100,040,200 euros.
Dollars, not euros, my guy.
This arm was developed at the Johns Hopkins University. It's and funded by the DARPA. The cost is $100 million. This is Fabrice, my electric arm, and it cost about $40,000. And this is the InMove hand BionicoHand project, and it costs 200. So, thank you very much. This is us 3 days ago in Philadelphia. We were at a center called Advanced Arm Dynamics. These people are prosthetists, and there is 5 centers in the United States. They are specialists in the upper limb disability. What you need to know about this disability, it's very rare. Out of all the amputees, 80% of amputations are
For the legs.
for the legs. So it's a very rare kind of disability. And 80% of the disabled people live in emerging countries. And they are the people who need something. So the goal of this project is the same as cars in the 50s or maybe earlier. Cars were only for rich people, and then somebody came and started to make cars for the people, for everybody, for the folks. This is the same thing. This is actually, these hands are very expensive. What we want to make is to want to make it affordable for the people. That's it. Health, I just want to say it again. Access to health is to anyone in the world today. This is really important to remember. Do you have any questions? Yeah.
Coming.
With the muscle control here, what do you think is the possibility of articulation there?
Sorry?
Like, what do you think the limits are of articulation? Do we know yet?
Ask again. What is the limit of articulation with the muscle sensors?
Okay, so you saw the DARPA project. There is 22 degrees of freedom. It's a lot, and this is very good. But what is important about it is not to create a hand, because it will weigh a lot, it will cost a lot of money. The people at the Center for Bionic in Chicago, where I was 2 weeks ago, they are actually working on the development of maybe a few articulations, but the most important one. And what they are creating as well is a thin myoprosthesis. So woman would not be like with a big hand. Okay. And what is the most important about the hand is to be able to grab objects. It's not, of course, you want to do this and you want to do that if you're in California, you want to do that if you're in a rock club, and you want to do that to some people, but that's it's not the most important. The most important is to be able to have an autonomy, to be able to wear your clothes, to cut your food.
To show your laces.
Show your laces.
Your laces, your shoes, sorry.
Fabrice made an exploit today. He tied his shoes.
For the first time today,
For the first
I made my
time.
shoelaces. So
I was very
it's
happy.
very exciting.
Yeah. And Fabrice has his myoprosthesis for 2 weeks now. He's been living, how long? Tell us.
Yeah, for 19 days. So it's kind of a thrilling experience. But the way you have to understand about Nicolas' project is he wants to make affordable all that kind of hands for everybody, like Enable, like you, etc. Me, to get this, I have to do a crowdfunding because it's highly costable, even in France, where we have social welfare. And so that's why the Nicolas project is so much interesting for everyone, for everybody.
Merci, Fabrice. Any questions?
Yeah, I'm coming, mister.
Oh, yeah.
You, not
Carlos.
first.
Could you show us a demo?
Well, I try. Yeah, I don't like this question. This is really a proof of concept. Okay, there is a switch. There is the 10 batteries because we need 12 volts. Why are we using batteries and not a very small 12-volt battery? Is because anywhere in the world you'll find these batteries, not the power supply 12 volts. There is the muscle sensors, the Arduino board. There is 3 servos, so one for the thumb, one for the index, and one for the 3 last finger. So this is the closed position, and when I contract on the other side, it will open. The next step of this is, of course, to make it smaller. We want everything inside the hand. And we want to be able to grab objects. As you can see, this hand is a robotic hand. It's not a prosthesis, and this is the difference. A prosthesis, you want to be able to grab objects. Either, so to answer your question, it's either this way, we call it the opposition grasp, when the thumb and the index are in the opposite side. And there is the lateral grasp, which is this one, which allows you to take your iPad, read newspapers, a fork, a lot of things. This hand, hasn't these functions yet. Everything is big, the batteries are big, we need a proper socket, you see, this is definitely homemade. So there is a lot to be improved. And this is how this happened. It's thanks to the community, which was about 10 people. But imagine if we are 1,000, like John has 800 people in his community. Carlos, there are I don't know how many people. They just joined the community. What we would like is that everybody has his own project. Not Impossible Labs, enable the Guatemala BionicoHand, that everybody can develop its own project, but at the same time be together. Because, as I said, the fourth is mutual help, assistance. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. So my question was, in which community are you going to be sharing all your findings? I mean, you're going to the universities and doing very cool stuff. Where are you going to post all this information so we can all work together?
That's the question I'm asking today. Today we get to a point where I'm here. In 1 week I'm in my city to do a talk. After I will be at the Maker Fair in Paris. There is people organizing. Then I will be on TV. Then I got famous and I don't even know why. I did only a few things, you know. I'm just I'm the coordinator of this project, but there is the people around. Everybody asks me, so you made this? No, I didn't do it. The people did it. This is the most important thing. As long as it's a human project, it will work. So this is my problem today. I'm busy with these things, but I don't know how to do that, and I need help. We need help.
Oh, there is another question.
Yeah. Which community?
Here's the question. My question is, why not enable? We're already a Google Plus community with about 880 members. It was 800 2 days ago. People are piling on. It's a large and growing and active organization. We're pushing the limits right now of what is doable. These guys are pushing the limits of what is possible. We have a really interesting research and development, as well as let's get feet and hands on the ground operation. I think it is a natural gathering place for all of this, and we would welcome you. And no one's trying to own anything here.
Yeah.
E-Nable. Go to enablingthefuture.org, and you will find your way to our Google Plus community. Introduce yourself. You'll find it a very interesting place.
To the thumb, sure. You go. Thank you very much.
I got a red one.
So yeah, sure, John. Yeah, sure. Carlos, does this answer your question? I'm up for it. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a computer guy. I like music and mechanic. So I don't know about this. We need help. Yeah, that's the thing. It's going fast. This is good. Now we know it's possible. Now we want to make it durable and robust.
Any further questions? Yes. The last one, because it's finishing.
Come on.
How many degrees of control can you get with the? I know you can open and close it. How many different points of connection? Can you do all the separate fingers and rotation?
Can you do the all separate fingers? Yeah. So now it's getting a bit more technical. Yeah. Oh, now. So there is. Okay, I'll try to be technical, but not too much. This is called direct control, which means when I contract one muscle, it will do one movement. So there is two sensors, so I can do two movements, which is not this and this one. It will be open and close. That's the thing. The DARPA hand, so the $100 million hand, is crazy. I tried it. I had 16 sensors on my forearm, and it's a different way. It's called pattern recognition control. So they make an average of your contractions, and you can do several movements. So I was able to think about moving my little finger, and I was doing it. And I I actually did my moved each fingers on that hand. So that, and it's interesting to see what the higher ground, what the professionals do, and we will need advices from them, and they are interested. They're interested because the point for them, maybe the DARPA project is to make a robotic arm for the army, but still they want to make. They know prosthetic hands are very expensive, so they are definitely interested in helping.
Well, thank you for meeting us. If you want information about Nicolas' project, you just have to look at BionicoHand on Google. You will find it. And there is the hands creator that is just on the alley there. You will see Enable and etc. It's a big community. They do a great job. So go after them just to see what they do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.